providing next-gen schooling.
I personally think that GIS is a great school, especially considering the well-developed and modernized infrastructure is drastically different from any other school.
Elevating learning to a whole new level.
The fact that GIS is so progressive now, like now that we have the smart campus, we have caught on to the 21st century and doing 21st century learning.
Global Indian International School Singapore offers a plethora of opportunities to our young leaders of tomorrow.
GIIS campus here in Singapore, the smart campus, is really a school of the future. This is a place where you probably will get maximum opportunities to try and play with every single interest area that you have. And given the size and scale of the campus, given the fact that it's very innovative, and given the fact that it has these many opportunities in the skills area, I think students will find it extremely beneficial, and particularly their parents, because these kind of opportunities will be abundance in nature.
At GIS, the focus is to use technology to disrupt education. At GIS, we offer super premium quality education with focus on 21st century skills such as creativity, critical thinking, communication and collaboration. At Smart Campus, we were able to make unique blend of infrastructure with technology to promote these skills.
GIS Smart Campus is unique, innovative and disrupting the education arena by creating learning experiences, equipping students with future skills and interests.
The smart campus which we have built over here is built on all that we have gathered in our entire history of 17 odd years in terms of how do we make this campus state of the art. The school has three key features. Number one, it is technologically in terms of the application of computers and communications, highly advanced and promotes digitally collaborative learning. We prepare the students for a globally collaborative world 21st century. Two, it has spaces where students can sit down and work together and learn to work in teams, which is what the world will be there for tomorrow. And thirdly, students just can't be academically strong. They need to be holistically well developed.
The infrastructure is, like a multinational company's corporate office, and yet at the same time the spaces are so warm, so inviting for children to be able to get together to do a lot of peer learning in spaces. We have a lot of spaces inside the school which facilitate peer learning.
Truly global in its nature, GIS is one of the largest smart campuses in the world with a built-up area in excess of 5,60,000 square feet, providing high-quality education to over 20,000 students in 23 campuses across 7 countries.
I think the blend of various nationalities, from 40 to 42 nationalities that we have, at the same time the cosmopolitan nature of the school, the celebration of multiple cultures from various parts of the world, the fact that students speak at least 4 to 5 languages in the school is an indication that we are building global citizens. We are making children aware of all the various global cultures and also the sensitivities of each of those nationalities, which will allow them to have a deeper and better understanding of the various globalizations.
GIS actually offers international curriculum right from the primary classes. That in itself, because it encourages international mindedness, it talks about cultures and values. So students who are doing Cambridge Lower Secondary program, or students who are doing the IGCSE program, or students who are exposed to the IB program, there itself that it is actually giving them this global perspective. And the same with our students who are pursuing the national curriculum.
GIIS as a whole is a school which brings together students of different cultures and traditions. So from each other, we can always interact and find out more about the world and all the world problems people face, and we can actually learn in a different way than how we normally learn through like textbooks and through teachers and everything. So interaction between these students is actually another essential part of our learning.
Their 9 Gems signature program is based on one foundational concept: the importance of providing a rounded education to students. And the 9 Gems being academic excellence, personality development, universal values and ethics, sports excellence, creativity and innovation, community and care, visual and performing arts, entrepreneurship and leadership, and skill development.
We defined the holistic education through our framework called 9 Gems, which is an award-winning GEMS for which we received an institutional award from UK from the Institute of Directors. The important aspect is that during the life cycle of the child, let's say from grade 1 to grade 12, all these elements are in different forms in terms of number of hours, in terms of the deeper the engagement, in terms of how do you take a hands-on, hands-off approach with regards to each of those areas of 9 Gems, so that it essentially creates a nice narrative around holistic development.
In today's day and age, we just do not want people who do for themselves. We want them to go out there and make a difference to other people's lives. And we're able to do that because we're able to reach out a lot faster, a lot quicker, not only to knowledge but also to people through the digital technology available to us at GIIS today.
With innovation at its core, the campus offers 42 skill-based studios to impart special skills to their students. These studios range from radio and TV stations, robotics, a full-fledged culinary studio, performing arts, music and dance studios, to name a few.
Emphasis on skill development is very critical. So GIIS has more than 40 skill labs here, wherein children get an opportunity to explore what they are interested in. For example, we have a radio station, a TV studio, we have a culinary lab. The highlight of that is even boys enjoy cooking. And so we're breaking stereotypes through these labs. There's a ceramic lab, there's a huge library that can be used for multiple things, not only reading. There are language studios. So all these facilities are provided to our students.
There are two things that stand out really in this campus. One is the fact that it's very high quotient on innovation. And that is not just inbuilt in spaces and various areas that we've created for students, but it's more about the whole design of the project itself is very innovative. The second aspect is that the skill studios that we're talking about for 21st century learning essentially allow experiential learning for the students to be able to experience that particular activity.
With an aim to provide the best-in-class infrastructure, the digital classrooms have 180 interactive touchscreen displays in 92 smart classes. A carefully balanced use of iPads and other technologies help in becoming more of learning enablers rather than creating distractions.
Compared to other schools, GIIS has provided the students with high-tech gadgets such as the MacBooks, iPads that have made us capable and help us to interact with the students as well as the teachers.
Classrooms are, digital devices in themselves, I could call them. They are equipped with projectors, they are equipped with Apple television, which can be used for interactive learning in the classroom. I can use my pen drive, I can use a CD, I can use practically any digital device that I can connect to the Apple TVs in the classroom to facilitate learning from any source today.
In a classroom where there are 25 students, each one of them is kind of using their own machines. They are kind of sharing with each other. That's where creativity is increased. That's where peer-to-peer learning is happening. So we believe students learn the most when they are actively engaged. And using this digital classroom, we've been able to increase the engagement of students significantly higher, thereby improving their learning outcomes.
Security is of utmost importance for the school. Facial recognition in every classroom for attendance and access controls for students, along with 600 CCTV cameras across the campus, provide safety and a sense of security for both students and their parents.
The whole school is covered by 600 CCTV cameras which are giving online coverage into a central monitoring station where coverage from all the 600 cameras is being seen by security guards. And if they see something, anything untoward happening anywhere, they take care of it.
Coming up after the break, a look into other disruptive features that sets GIS Singapore apart.
Smart campus, the whole idea was to kind of really fuel creativity. So how else can we do if we don't really create an infrastructure which is creative?
Across GIIS campuses, the administration employs a host of innovative technologies to aid in delivering an optimal experience to students, parents, and teachers.
We are making the use of this digital revolution in a manner that I have never seen anywhere else. And we are tapping into it to make our students perform better, to felicitate the retention of knowledge in a better manner.
We are able to share information very easily. For example, if we want to work on a project, multiple students can work on the same project on a document together, sharing it in real time. That makes our work a lot more easier, and we can even access the internet. This gives us the ability to access the treasure trove of information.
And the digital library at the campus is one such immersive element. The library allows GIS students to access a wider range of educational materials and spend quality time reading and learning.
Oh, the library is great. It adds a very different dimension to reading, and it compels the students to dwell into like a territory of reading, gaining knowledge.
My favorite place in the campus is the library. It's quiet and it has a very calming effect on me, and I think that I could spend the entire day in the library because it's really that great.
Nowadays, people are kind of using library, of course, not only to flip through books, but also kind of look at all the digital resources. So our library has great amount of e-books which children can kind of access through their iPads or their own machines. And this is a space where we would want them to kind of internalize. This is a space where we would want them to kind of think what are they want to kind of do. This is the space where we would want their creativity to unleash. This is the space where we would want them to kind of collaborate with fellow students and kind of improve their learning.
Another disruptive idea is the introduction of digital lockers that eliminates the problem of heavy school bags, with students having easy access to their study material and can leave back unnecessary things safely in their lockers.
And given the fact that these books are now getting bigger and more heavier, the school decided to provide digital lockers for all the students. We have provided almost 2 lockers per child. One locker is inside the classroom and one locker is outside the classroom. The locker inside the classroom is used for the classroom activities, and the one which is outside is used for sports activities. I think the whole concept about lockers was again disruptive in nature, because we decided to go for digital, which A, eliminated the need for you to use a fingerprint, B, it eliminated the need for you to press in any finger pad, and 3 is eliminated the traditional use of locks.
And taking digital learning and assessment a notch higher, GIIS implements a series of different assessments and feedback mechanisms, ensuring that students are performing to the best of their capabilities.
GIIS had its own pedagogy, it creates its own lesson plans, it creates its own worksheets, it has special training sessions for its teachers to teach in a particular way, which is highly interactive, highly driven by student-centric learning, and it has also got various new assessment techniques which help the student to develop themselves further.
One of the newest projects we are working on is how to digitalize the complete assessment process so as to remove any kind of bias, plus help us in giving easy feedback to students and easy storage of answer scripts. So children will now have their question paper opened just in time for the exam. They would write the answer, it would be marked digitally, feedback also provided digitally. This way we feel that it is going to save a lot of time, save a lot of paper and help storage of papers as well.
Holistic learning and development is deep-rooted into the Global Indian International School's philosophy. Hence, a perfect balance of curriculum, co-curricular and sports is maintained in order to encourage students to pursue their dreams.
What we believe today is that a student can't survive only on academics. Student requires skills in multiple areas to cope with the growing world. All these labs, together with academics, help develop a well-rounded, holistic individual, which makes the student easier for them to cope with a diversified world, where you not only require skills to do a job well, but also social skills, skills in sports, skills in many areas apart from just work.
For the first time in any school, the tool of sports analytics has been implemented. This unique system captures on-field performance data of a player that can be reprocessed and help to hone and polish a student's sporting skills. A technology that is currently used by NBA in basketball.
We are planning to be the first school in the Asia to be introducing sports analytics. We have started implementing it in basketball right now. A few years down the line, we will be implementing it in the swimming pool. We are also implementing it in soccer. So the whole idea is, how do you derive various important statistics from the game and use that for better coaching, for better teaching of the sports, and also allowing students to have a better look back into these statistics so that they can build better improvement statistics around it.
They are having one band in their hands, and through that band they are connected with these technology, and then they can, whatever performance they are doing during the match, we can evaluate the performance. And after that, we come to know about the team performance, individual skills, how we can improve the team, and suppose sometimes opponents are good, then how we can beat them. So this technology is amazing, which I have seen first time in Singapore, because in other schools I have never seen.
With a fleet of 90+ buses, the school has a fully integrated bus terminal with signals for safe and better traffic management. The in-campus transportation system has dedicated arrival and departure areas for school buses to be accessed by students and teachers. The entire ecosystem is managed using technology like digital screens and smartphone apps.
We have a transport management system here which clearly indicates when the bus arrives in, when the bus leaves, and parents can track that the children are in the bus. So I think these are features that we have in school that takes care of the complete safety and security of the children.
Despite being modern in our approach, it's the value system that forms any foundation. And at GIIS, the Mahatma Gandhi Center for Universal Values was launched with a similar intention. The Gandhi Museum teaches young minds the importance of peace, service, and becoming caring global citizens.
We have a program called Universal Values, and under the Universal Values, one of the brand ambassadors of Universal Values is Mahatma Gandhi. We believe in teachings of what Mahatma Gandhi has said, and we believe in preaching those to the students. One of the things we did is, in every single campus of GIIS, we have a statue of Mahatma Gandhi, and at the same time we have a Mahatma Gandhi Center. Here we have gone a step further and we have created a small museum come experiential room where students will be able to come and experience and feel the presence of Mahatma Gandhi.
GIIS offers scholarship to students from all over the world to come and study at the Smart Campus and unleash their talent, opening doors to various opportunities. Green and sustainable by design, the GIIS Smart Campus stands testimony to a nurturing environment and pedagogy for a learning experience like no other. Having produced IB World toppers and stellar performances in various curriculums, Global Indian International School is leaving no stone unturned in preparing smart, confident and ready to conquer global citizens.